seconds until minions spawn.
Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so we're gonna do a recap of this game. This is a game that I'm on my Smurf account, playing with my friend who just dinged to level 30. And thank you, Cho'Gath.
Minions have spawned.
Seems loud. My account in this is only level 18. So I just got level 18, and I got Fervor. So I'm going to start blue here. I'm not looking to do any fancy invades. Xin Zhao is pretty strong once he hits level 3, but before that, not a whole lot coming to the table. So thankfully my Twitch comes. This we're going to pause it right here. This is the weakest link of our team. This person has absolutely no idea what's going on this entire game. This person doesn't, I'm not going to say she single-handedly throws the game for us, but we're basically playing a 4v5 because this champion, this summoner, just completely clueless. Okay, so anyways, that being said, we'll just leave that alone. I'm starting my blue buff. Alright, so I'm going to hit level 2 off of blue here. And I am choosing to save my smite, just in case there was an invade. And, let's see here, I'm going to go do my grump, I think, next. Now, Xin Zhao, ooh. Let's see what happened up there, shall we? Let's just see how that went down.
Headshot.
Right, we're going. We're speed it up a little bit here. I'll stay here. Wait, how do I do this? Stay on him. All right. Oh man, they just go ham from level 1 here. I mean, they don't even care about CS. Cho'Gath died to his chickens. All right, that's fine. Meanwhile, I'm still just doing grump over here. So, let's stay on me. Alright. So I took Q first because it's got a shorter cooldown and it does more damage. And I took my E second and it gives me attack speed. And with Xin Zhao, your Q, you'll notice here, if you watch my cooldowns in the bottom left-hand corner there, when I use them, your auto attacks lower the cooldown of your other abilities. So, it's important to use your other abilities first, and then use your Q so that their cooldowns will be shorter. There we go. I feel like my cooldown timers are a little off there, but you know, whatever. All right, so I'm keeping an eye on things here. I'm keeping an eye on my lanes to see who needs help. I see that Garen is really pushed up, so I decided to go straight for my red here, skipping my chickens. Because I want to be able to get this red and go for a gank, because Garen is just like so pushed up right here. And I smite to help me clear faster, so I start heading top right now. Because I can see that Garen, he's really far pushed up here. Darius is hurting a little bit here. Sweet. And he doesn't see me at all. Look at this, look at this. Look at what happens here. Okay? He could see me here, but he's so tunnel visioned on what's going on here, he doesn't even see me coming into lane. It's so important to keep an eye on your whole screen, because I was on his screen probably way back here, and he turned around and went in for a fight. It's not until here that he starts to see me, and he decides he's just going to go for the kill because Darius is almost dead. Alright, so we get the kill. And I let Darius go back to farming. I don't know where Cho'Gath is. Oh, I do. I saw him in the mid lane, so I'm not too worried about a gank here. And I decide Cho'Gath goes to check my red. Okay, this is a terrible idea. He has no buffs. None. I have double buffs still, blue and red. I'm full health. I was just full health in the top lane here. He wanders into my jungle. I'm level 4. He's level 2. He wanders into my jungle by himself to try and find me? That's a death wish. Alright, now he doesn't find me because I noticed that his wolves are still here, so he hasn't cleared his wolves. He hasn't cleared his grump. I put a ward here to see if I can see him coming. And he goes... I don't have any idea what he's doing. He might be disconnected. I don't know. I put vision here just in case I could see him coming, because most likely he's going to take wolves and then path through here or back and then come straight this way, so I wanted to see him coming. But he didn't do that. He just disappeared. So he is. He's taking my my grump. Alright, so I see a low health Anivia here, and I decide to go for it. My red buff, which is this circle, this red circle here, which I got from this monster here, does bonus true damage over time on my auto attacks. What is going on with my face there? I'm having just like a really good time. Yeah, it slows and it also does true damage. So that's why she couldn't get away when she was attacking. Now, I'm attacking her. She's in her egg form. This is her passive. And she's not going to get away. That's a free kill for me. Super easy. Meanwhile, Cho'Gath is almost dead in my jungle. He's level 3. Not doing anything. Not doing anything whatsoever. I come here to do my chickens. How do I see? There we go. Nice. So Darius is starting to do more damage here. He's got an entire item up on Garen here. Garen's just got boots. He's got this phage. So he's got an offensive item. Garen just has movement speed, basically. Bot lane, not a whole lot going on here. They're pretty even. Kate is like way... Oh my gosh. Darius, please, bro. Caitlyn has more farm than Twitch, even though Twitch is pushed up. This is a bad sign. It's no good to push if you're not also getting your CS. So when you're doing that, make sure, you know. You, on the other hand, are crushing Anivia. My man Ben. Crushing Anivia in the CS there, so good job. And also getting some harass off, looks like, so that's really good. Okay, so I see that my buff, this little timer thing, shows up here. I don't know how to pull up the buff timers here in this mode, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm keeping an eye on when my timers are. And then, yeah, I'm just looking to see what there is to see here. Oh, that was so close, man. Oh, that was so close. Bot lane's getting a little tricky. I see that his red buff is up right now. I come over to check it, and I'm just going to go ahead and start it. It's pretty risky, but I'm feeling pretty confident that I can outduel this Cho'Gath. Oh my gosh, Cho'Gath did not buy a jungle item. I just noticed that. I did not notice that before. No wonder he's struggling so much in the jungle. These items are critical if you're going to be in the jungle. You have to build a jungle item. Otherwise, you have no sustain. And the jungle will just kill you. Alright, so I jumped on this. Am I going to get her? Oh, gosh. That was so close. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, and I step on this trap right here. That was such a frustrating gank. All right, let's back that up because I was looking at Cho'Gath and getting confused by his terrible choices that he's making in life right now. Okay. All right, so I'm looking here. I'm seeing they're really pushed up, right? Caitlyn, I should have had this kill. I don't know how she gets away here. Honestly. Where's Twitch? Oh, he's almost dead. Okay, so he backs off for good reason because he's almost dead. Now, I make a very critical mistake here. I used my gap closer before I needed to. I did not need to use my gap closer here. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten on her. But I jump on her. And she flashes. And if I'd still had my gap closer, it would have been a free kill for me. Really, really easy. And so I come over here and I try to transition. I'm pretty sure I could still get a kill. And I E straight onto that Caitlyn trap. Oh my gosh, they're so low. That's just the worst. Alright, so I gotta go back into my jungle now. Cho'Gath is dying to chickens again. And the reason he's dying to chickens again is because, once again, he has no jungle item, and he's opted to get Mercury Treads, which is magic resistance, which doesn't help you in the jungle at all, because all of the magic, all of the monsters deal AD. All of them. So armor's the only thing that's going to give you any defenses against the monsters. Now, Xin Zhao has some natural sustain in the jungle. Every third auto attack, the passive on his W is that every third auto attack, he will heal himself. See right there. 1, 2, 3. 42 health. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, and then it's going to go away. But, yeah, so he's really safe for like just clearing the jungle with. He just does a lot to sustain himself. You can see I'm not really taking damage from this red buff here. Yeah, so I'm doing a really good job of timing my buffs, keeping an eye on things. I see some brawling here. Let's see, what do I do? Ooh, never mind. See an egg.
Red team double
See an egg.
kill.
I'm about to make an omelet. Here we go. Here we go. I know that her passive is still down. That wall. So frustrating. Might just loop around. I don't remember what I do here. Oh, I know that Cho'Gath's blue is almost up. I come over here. I'm gonna hit this a few times to kind of get myself a little healthier again. I see that you're doing good things here in the mid lane. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I rotate to this blue buff, which just spawned. I drop a ward to make sure there's no wards in this bush. And I just keep going. I'm taking everything that I can from this Cho'Gath. I feel a little bad. He did not disconnect, but look, he's level 3. I'm level 7. So if I ever run into him, I'm just going to kill him. I'm not super worried about it. What happens next? A little slow here. Let's speed things up a little bit. Bot lane's dying, trying to end world hunger. This... Ugh. Zyro was so bad this game. Top lane's just having a good old time hitting each other with wet needles. Oh, hit him! Ult! Ult! There he is! Oh, your ult is down. Ah, I got him with the bleed. So, I've got plenty of gold just then, so I backed. I finished out my jungle item, got boots, and I'm headed back in. So the boots will help me close the gap and make sure that people can't get away from me. Now, okay, so something that I should be doing right now is taking a look at the map and taking a look at who the threat is on their team. Look at the scores. Garen's 1 and 4. He's not a threat. Cho'Gath is 0 and 2 because he keeps dying to his own jungle. Not a threat. Anivia, we've pretty much scared the crap out of her. She's not great. She's not farming. She's not that big of a deal. And then...
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, I see. Okay, so Twitch starts tanking. He's gonna die, but it allowed me to jump up and get him. Now, I need to be taking a look and making sure that I realize that this 4-in-1 cape, this is the problem. Ooh, clean. Clean, my man. I saw that. That was nice. So this is where being aware of your overall game is really important. I'm taking the dragon right now because I can with my sustain. It's really easy, and my jungle item. No, friend, no! Oh, you're gonna kill him though. He's level 3. Lol. You used your charm really, really late. You could have charmed him into the turret and been totally fine. You probably wouldn't have even needed the flash. Okay. So here we are. We're back on me. I know Cho'Gath just died, right? And his red buff is up. So, guess where I'm going? To take his red buff. Okay? Keeping an eye and knowing where the enemy jungler is so important as the jungler. You have to have eyes on them, or at least have like a sense of where they are. Now this Cho'Gath doesn't jungle. Has no idea what he's doing. I think he took Smite. I think. He did. At least he took Smite. Okay, so there's that. But he does not have any idea what's going on. He's not a threat. So keeping a track of him is actually really difficult because he doesn't do what a jungler should be doing. So I've got red buff again, level 8, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here. I'm waiting to see if there's any way I can kind of come in here and make stuff happen. And then I see Anivia. She has no idea I'm in this bush. And that's a dead bird. Once again, I used my
Red team double kill.
Nice. Then the good things are happening down here for us, mostly. Vyra died again. So they traded supports. Not a bad thing, necessarily.
Nowhere to hide.
So, he should have died there. Twitch tried to flash so that I would body block that ultimate for him, but he flashed too far, and nearly got himself killed. Alright, I'm headed back into the jungle. There's nowhere on the map for me to be right now. And it's important to stay up on your farm. Like, I've got a full, like, a whole jungle full of farm right now that needs to be taken. So that's what I'm doing. I'm farming up. This is where your gold and your experience really come from. Like, kills are good to help your laners get pushed, but, like, doing all this, like, just doesn't do anything for you. We try to find him here, and then he just goes bot lane, and I didn't know that he was going to be there, so. And then I see you poking on this Anivia here, and I think this is where we communicate that I want to dive, right? So I circle around. I'm pretty sure we can do this. Her passive is probably up, because I just killed her. So we do some damage here, all right? And we get the passive going, right? And you do some really good damage with your stuff there. Now she makes the terrible mistake. I mean, she can't. Where's she gonna go, right? Like nowhere. The only way she could have won that is if she had stunned me under the turret, and she would have had to react really quickly. She could have done it, but she didn't. And then they get first turret blood. So now, once again, I should be taking a look. 5, 1, and 2. This is the threat. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just going wherever's easiest. And sometimes that's good. You know, I've gotten Darius pretty fed by ganking for him. You're doing good for ganking for you. Twitch is doing okay. This, yeah, just no problem. Taking blue again, because, you know, why not? I don't want this Cho'Gath to have any reason to get back into this game. Him and his level 5 self. I just want to come in and take all of his jungle. Keeping an eye on this Garen. Alright, where are we going to go? What are we going to do here? My red buff's up. Might as well head back to my jungle and take it. I probably should have come mid and just cut off that Cho'Gath. That was a pretty hefty missed opportunity for me. Oh, except that he just wanders into my jungle. I think I tell you to go on him here. I want to finish off my red so that I can get it. And he just runs away. But then you just kill him, which is great. Oh, but then Caitlyn comes in. She's a problem. How much of a problem is she? Not enough for me. And then I just dodge it and let you die. I'm sorry, buddy. That needed to happen. Now, I'm pretty sure I can take these girls. I just need to get some health back. So I go into the jungle. I use my passive to heal up a little bit here. They're sticking around. I'm back up to half health now. Caitlyn's half health now. Let's do this thing. Running on in. I flash. I waited for her to use her net before I did that, because that's her only escape. And then I flashed to make sure that I could get the gap closed there. So, alright. And Anivia just left her to die, which is a pretty crappy thing to do. They might have been able to kill me if they'd stayed together. Twitch is getting wrecked by their support. That's, you know, unfortunate. We're taking another dragon because it's free. There's nothing. Oh, and this guy, he might get his first red of the game here. He does. But, alas, for his sake, his end is nigh. Alright. So we're doing pretty good. We're fed. This is fed. 6-0 at 18 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty fed. 50 farm is kind of terrible, but we've been making a lot of stuff happen in the lanes, which is kind of the point of a jungler. Ah, see this? She just runs straight up to her. And
Team double kill.
unbelievable. Oh. So Zillion's Oof. Oh, and you get within spin range. But it doesn't matter. Because you're awesome. Keep it going. Oh no. Oh, be enough. There it is. There it is. And that's so dirty. This freaking jerk. Alright, what does this guy think he's doing? What does this guy think he's doing? Do I see him? No. You guys don't see him either. And... Alright. Alright, so we've got our Trinity Force and our full jungle item at 20 minutes. We are really strong. But here's the thing, like, I should just be helping you push this turret down. I should not be here. But Caitlyn's gonna come over here and try and kill you. Oh, she succeeds. I finished the chickens instead of just jumping on her. That's a classic mistake. I wanted to finish the camp and then come in. I should have just left and come in, and then you probably would have lived there. Alright. So there's a mistake. Caitlyn's even more fed. She's 7, 3, and 4. But I'm more fed than she is, which is why I can kill her so quickly there. Now, I scan here to make sure that Zillion's still there. Oh. I didn't use my E right away because I thought I was going to catch him. And he's so fast. Do I catch him? Yeah, I catch him. But he's got his ult, I think. But do I let him live? That's the real question. He comes back at me. That's a mistake on his part. Now, he does do damage here. Oof. He does a ton of damage. Holy cow. I don't have any resistances in my build or my masteries, I don't think. Just like full AD and attack speed and stuff. Maybe some armor, but no magic resist. Zillion's doing some damage to me. Zyra's laughing just for fun. This is really good going on in the top lane. I'm distracting them down here, and top lane's making the best of it. Cho'Gath is doing his best not to die to his jungle. It looks like he's succeeding now. What does he have? Finally bought his Rod of Ages, so he's going to have some sustain. Oh. You probably could have killed him there. Is your ult up? Yeah, you could have killed him for sure. Alright, so I backed. I finished my Merc Treads after that encounter with Zillion because I didn't want to get stunned up for too long and I didn't want that. And then I'm going for some more attack speed because... Oh, you take 3 tower shots. You had your ult up and everything. You could have ulted out, dropped tower aggro, and then ulted back in to finish him off. Twitch is... These guys are way... Like, there's no reason for him to still be here. They're super out of position. I'm farming my jungle, making sure I keep that farm up. I'm coming up here to kind of help these guys, see what's going on. And I'm headed to their blue because I know their blue is up again. And here, I don't want to like go on her. I just want to pull it away. I want to pull it away from them so that she can't come in and steal it. And then I secure it with a smite here because I was afraid she was gonna ult it or something. Unfortunate. And then I see Garen here, and Garen, he's got some armor. Not a whole lot, but some. And Cho'Gath is there, and they're both real tanky. So I don't really want to tangle with them by myself. I don't know where anyone on their team is. And Twitch has been top for so long. Yeah, we shouldn't have just been hanging out there. Twitch has been top for so long that this Zillion is pushing down by himself this lane, and Zyra isn't clearing anything. Use your abilities. There you go. Good job. She's not using her range at all. And I gotta do something about... Wait, did I kill someone else? Oh, just Cho'Gath. Maybe Garen. Did I kill Garen? How did that happen? Let's back up. Alright, and then he sticks around. Yeah, he wasn't really expecting me to be doing that much damage to him, I don't think. It was a little test for me too, but he's only level 12. I've got 2 levels on him. And he doesn't have hardly any armor yet. Just a chain vest, which he just bought. He just bought that after he died. So, he only had a cloth armor before that. I'm going to run up here and try and save this Zyra. And I see that Zillion just burned his ult, so this is perfect. He can't use that on me to get away. And then Dragon's coming up, keeping an eye on that. I don't see this ward, apparently. Oh. Or I just don't care, one or the other. Cho'Gath is getting his second run of the game. Good job, buddy. Alright. How did I not see that ward? Why did I not clear that? That's so weird. And then, okay, I need to make a decision here. I really ought to have... Ooh, the catch! There it is. Red buff is all yours. You have earned it. We really ought to be pushing this mid lane. Where am I going? Why am I going down here? This is a terrible idea. Should have gone mid and helped you push. Saw 4 of them top. No real reason for me to come down here. I guess my hope was to kind of push this bot lane and soak up some farm on the way, which isn't a bad idea necessarily. What do you do here? Oh, his ult was back up and dead. But I rotated. We took that turret. Keeping the push going. I see Caitlyn show up, I'm a little hesitant, and then I see Zillion. I should have just jumped on his face there. I think he kind of surprised me. Wasn't really expecting him to be there. And I ran away, so all of them are rotating down here. But, see this bird. I flash out because I wasn't sure what was going on, where the rest of their team was. Ult to do some damage, but unfortunately, my man Twitch goes down. This Darius rushed a Spirit Visage, which is questionable. He was up against an AD opponent, so armor would have been better. The highest damage threat on their team is AD. I guess he was looking at, you know, maybe... They do have 3 AP champions on their team, but these two aren't doing anything. 1 in 7, 1 in 10. Like, you don't build for this. You can just kill them, you know? This is a little annoying, but I think that he would have been much better off rushing this first and then coming back for some AP later, or some magic resist later. Oh no, friend! Oh no, friend! Oh, so sad. So I backed after that altercation, finished out my Rage Blade. And then I go back here. Twitch is trying to steal my farm for some reason. Which is just, like, super rude. I let him have this red buff because it'll help him kite better because it'll slow whatever he's attacking. I see this huge wave up top. I'm thinking this game, honestly, I maybe should have gone for a Ravenous Hydra instead of this Rage Blade. Like, I'm already doing a ton of damage. I don't know that I really needed this. Like, this may have been overkill, and the Hydra would have helped me clear a little more. I don't know. Hindsight. Because, like, right here, that wave would have been totally cleared by now. So I'm pushing top because I can see there's a party going on bottom, but there's no way I can get there, right? Unless I back and run all the way up. And there's 2 of these guys, plus a turret, plus you're on the way, so I'm just going to keep pushing. And while you guys are fighting there, I'm going to get this turret, and I'm going to get this inhibitor. we lose our first mid lane turret because of my doing this. And I get an inhibitor. And now, this is what I do. I'm like, should I back? You know what? No, because I can still see them all here. But y'all all died. Why? Where did you die? You died all the way out here? Okay, let's back this up just a little bit here. I want to see what happened while I was doing this. Alright. Alright, so you kill Anivia, and then I think you get a little big for your britches here. Twitch is dead, and you're 2v3. They get a double knockup. They do a ton of damage because of the Zillion. And you go full melee mode. You were literally standing on top of him. Alright, you, like, if he's here, you need to be, like, here, pelting him with your stuff. There's no reason for you to get that stuff that close. So anyways, I'm pushing here. And Zillion finally shows up. I should have just stuck it out and hit that thing. Oh well. I would have taken that down for sure before Caitlyn got there. But I wanted to live. I hadn't died yet. I'm feeling pretty good. So I roam back. Take another buff. Take another rump. Here we go. Kill another Caitlyn who's wandering through the jungle by herself. I'm absolutely gigantic at this point in the game. This is probably, at this point in the game, is the strongest that I get. From here on out, this is where things start to get troublesome for me because I can't get on Caitlyn, and in team fights I forget that she's the damage threat and I just kill whatever's closest to me instead of jumping on her. Every single team fight I need to be diving onto Caitlyn and hitting her with everything I've got, and I forget that and I start to lose it. Probably from here on out. So let's see. MW. Alright. And how do we play? Let's play. Just click P. Alright. Alright, so I'm clearing out the jungle. Clearing out the jungle. Kill him under the turret. Apparently.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, he's super low, so I just jump on him, hit him twice. We're good. Speeding it up here. See Anivia, kill her real quick with Twitch. Easy peasy, show up to this team fight. Now, this should be the easiest thing in the world for us to take this. Why am I backing? Why am I doing this? Why did I back there? That was a huge mistake. If I had been here, when this wave showed up, this would have been the easiest thing in the world. I think you guys get it anyways, but I mean, we could have gotten it and so much more if I'd been there. I'm sorry. That's a huge... Oh, and Twitch is dead. Oh, why did I back? Was there an item that I just desperately needed? I bought a Spirit Visage, which is good. Not very good, though. I mean, it's really good on me because it increases all healing received by 25%, and that includes my passive. So, like, it's a pretty core item on him, and this is starting to become a problem, and this has been a problem all game. But honestly, if I'd have gone for a Randuin's Omen instead of that, Caitlyn would not have been able to kill me this game. And I shouldn't have backed there. I should have stayed here, and I should have helped you guys push this. We would have had this. We would have had this. It would have been easy peasy. I come in here for some free kills. Back out, because I don't want to take turret. Alright, now we're 4v3, which is not ideal. I run into the jungle to farm. And then I run over here to check what's up. Nothing. Not a whole lot for me to do here. Take more farm. Except just like run back mid now, I guess. And fight. I want to go take this. So I see Caitlyn here, right? Oh, this is my first death. Wait, maybe not. I think I flash. Get out. Okay. Yeah, I flashed. Rotate back. things up a little bit. Head back to the mid lane. I see a party going on. I decide to get in on it. Once again, I jump on this Anivia instead of jumping on Kate. Kate flashed out anyway, so I wouldn't have gotten her, but still. Should have been flashing on her. Or should have been trying to kill her. Alright, we'll speed things up here. Heal up real quick. Like a boss. It's so insane. Throw things down. Find Kate in the jungle.
Rampage.
Kill her. I think this is where we get mid. No, I roam bottom. Because y'all are backed off. So this is the easy turret to get here. It's almost dead anyways.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, we get this. Kill Zillion. No, I don't. Okay, hang on. This is where I... this is kind of fun to watch. Alright, so I jump on him, right? He burns his ult. So that's out of the way. And then I just decide to fight this guy because my lifesteal, not my lifesteal, my heal, my passive heal is the only thing keeping me alive here. Ugh. And he finally gets me. So, like, I know that the only way to stay alive is just to keep auto-attacking, because if I can keep auto-attacking, I can keep healing myself, I can keep staying strong. And I took out 3 of them, so that was pretty good. That was well played on my part. Not on Zyra's. You guys, while that's going down, so I killed 3 of them and I died, but that allowed you guys to get this. You got that inhibitor, you got that turret, that's so good. Oh, you didn't get the inhibitor, which is dead again. He doesn't know how to position. You're also dead. You're all dead. This Zillion is a real problem. Alright, and now here's the problem. Here's the real problem, okay? They're catching up to me. I've been way ahead in levels on everyone, which is why I've been able to pop everyone so much. But Kate just hit 18. Zillion's about to hit 18. And so this is where the game starts to normalize because we're 35 minutes in. We should have won this game by now. Easily. Alright, now let's check how this goes down, because this is kind of a cool shot here. Here we go. Okay, I've got vision of it here. Hang on. Let's... Fog of War. They don't see me. I barely see them. Let's back it up just a little bit. Play. Alright, so this is the vision I've got. They clear the ward. I don't have vision. I've got a little vision buff thing here. Alright, I can see them. I can watch it going down. He uses smite, so I know his smite's not up for another 15 seconds. Wait for it. Boom! Smited midair. And then I just start killing whatever's closest, because I'm pretty sure I'm dead. The stun from Zillion is what held me down for so long. I could have gotten a pentakill there, probably, if I hadn't gotten stunned. Yep. But, once again, if I had jumped straight onto Caitlyn, I wonder if I could have jumped straight onto Caitlyn. Let's take a look at that situation. So I pop over the wall. Vision. Alright. So I pop over the wall. Slow things down here. I use my E right away. Okay. Use my ult, get people out of the way. And then why did I do that? I could have E'd onto Caitlyn instead of being onto the Anivia egg, and maybe killed Caitlyn. Once Caitlyn was dead, Anivia was an afterthought. Zillion probably would have gotten away. He's smart. He's been playing pretty good this game. He probably would have run away instead of trying to stick it around. But yep. So these are the mistakes that lost us the game right here. Like I got the Baron buff. And here's another thing. We have the Baron buff and you guys are in 3 different lanes. I'm pinging. This is me. This is me pinging everyone. Like, group up. There's no reason for Darius to be here. He doesn't have Baron buff. He was dead. Y'all have Baron buff. Y'all need to be pushing this, just like this. Alright. And then y'all get this. Y'all need to run. Y'all need to run. Twitch turns around to get his E off, which doesn't help him at all. And oof, you live by the skin of your teeth. Meanwhile, Zyra was actually using this pretty effectively down here. This is the first good thing she's done the entire game. She's up against the 2 worst players on their team. So, that helps. And she's dead. All because y'all didn't group. And, you backed, which is smart. You were almost dead. Twitch, let's see if he gets it. He doesn't.
I'll be right under their nose.
I'm going to solo this because there's no way for... I think this is a visual bug. I don't think this was here because I would have seen it. It's been their whole game. All y'all need to do is just stay alive and keep... Okay, so when you have... Okay. When you have the Baron in situations like this, there is no reason to fight here. Your minions will kill their minions easily, and you will help kill their minions. So this lane is going to push in over and over and over again, right? So all you have to do is let it push in.
Rampage.
Instead, Twitch gets way too close. They lose the Baron buff there, and easy peasy. I've got nowhere to go here, really. I'm not sure why I'm over here. I guess because I've got the buff. Oh, I just took his red buff. Okay. And there's nowhere for me to go here. Once again, I think instead of the Rage Blade... Oh, I stepped on a trap. So I back off here while they can still see me. Make them think that I'm backing off. But then... I don't really want to go there. I'm just going to push bottom. I'm going to push bottom because there's no one there. And I want them to be... I want to put pressure on the map here. But what we really need to be doing here... I say what we need to be doing is grouping, but the truth is, the reason we've been doing so well in this game is because we've been getting good picks. Their team fight has been pretty consistently better than ours. And the only time that I've been effective in a team fight is like in a 1v3 situation. But in like a 4v5 situation, they've beaten me pretty much every time here. And they will continue to do so. Because Caitlyn will be too safe and I will not be able to get to her. I've got a Nivea clearing with her ultimate here, burning her mana. I want y'all to come bottom and help me siege this. Darius is just standing mid. Okay, you start coming down. Zyra dies here again. Why? Why does she die here? She turns around and just ults nothing for no reason. Anyway, so then we get super caught out and I'm full health, so I'm gonna try and come in here. Zillion gets his ult off, which is just the worst. And they wreck me. We all get wrecked here. That was such a bad team fight, and we didn't have Twitch, so it was and Twitch just eat that for no reason. Where was Twitch? Where was he during all of that? Was he dead? He had died, right? Yeah, he died in the mid lane. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Moving forward. Getting things done. Eat all the fruits. Y'all are still here. We got super minions pushing in the mid lane. Twitch burns his ult for no reason. Sorry. And then y'all continue to chase. Why is he so fast? I don't know. He's very speedy. What if he's got like movement speed? Quints maybe. Oh, and he's got a Merlinomicon, which gives you some movement speed, right? Oh, movement speed. You guys are still here. This is really risky. You don't have any idea where the enemy team is. I still got the Fog of War turned on for us, as you can see. I'm clearing minions, getting jungle items. I'm full build. I went for a Bloodthirster, which felt really good when I was attacking things, but in hindsight, I think, once again, Ravenous Hydra would have given me some lifesteal, and it also would have given me better life wave clear. But I'm thinking, I'm super fed, all I need to do is get on this Caitlyn and she's dead, right? And as long as I can get on her, I'm going to kill her in a second. Zyra's worthless. I see there's three of them bottom. So I go for this inhibitor, and I go for this. And this is my first death here, because Kate is huge.
Killing spree.
Kate is huge. And Darius, what are you doing, man? Runs all the way in, and then leaves. At least he got out. Speed things up here. Okay, I'll take this turret. And this inhibitor. How did we lose this? Oh, it's so sad. We were pushed up to their Nexus turrets so many
Red
times.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Caitlyn's finally pushing in here.
Red team's
This is it.
inhibitor has been
This is where we
destroyed.
lose, isn't it? No, not quite. No, it is. This is where we lose. Alright. So, who's alive? You're alive? We're all alive except for Zyra. We should be able to hold this. Okay, this is a terrible idea for me. This was a huge mistake. I think we can handle this. He and I. I think we can do it together. And I'm fairly confident that we could. Also, you're shopping. How long have you been shopping? Let's take a look, shall we? Hello? Alright, so you're gonna back. Not too long, but long enough that the fight is over by the time you get there, unfortunately. So, okay, so we try to rotate, alright? Now, he gets a great Q off here. And he runs away. Okay, so this is where we lose the fight. I'm still zeroing in on Caitlyn here because I know that she's the threat, and I know that if I can kill her, we can stop this. Okay, so... And he just keeps running. He's our tank. If you are the tank, it is your job to be in the middle of all of this. It is your God-given duty to soak up all of this damage and die for your country. Alright? There is no reason for him to be running here. And as soon as he flashed out, that should have been my cue to back off. Instead, I tunnel vision. It's super late. I'm super hyped up because I'm... What's my score? 24-4. I'm huge. And I jump in. Let's slow it down just a little bit. And I get hit with 2 true damage ultimates, one right after the other. Caitlyn lifesteals all the damage up, and Darius comes in after we're dead. So here he goes. He runs off. I misclick here. I start auto-attacking Garen. Get hit with 2 true damage ultimates that do an insane amount of damage. Darius comes in only after you're there. And Twitch, don't do it, buddy. He gets 1 kill, and then he just face tanks Garen. He just face tanks Garen. And that's it. Our ranged AD carry went melee mode. Our support was completely useless, and all we did was just run into them one at a time. And that's how we lost. We didn't respect the Caitlyn until it was too late. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you learned something. I hope that I can wash the salt out of my wounds eventually from this game. I'm still salty from this, like 24 hours later. But what can you do? What can you do? You can learn. You can watch the game. You can take a look at what you did right. And what I did right was counter jungling like a madman, stealing all of the things. What I could have done better was acknowledge the threat on the enemy team to see who would have been the best person for me to be going for in these altercations, and to also recognize that I was kind of carrying the team, and that by choosing to not split push as much as I should have towards the end there, and not secure objectives, and by objectives I mean like the structures, the turrets and stuff like that, Yeah. Yep. Do better next time. So, hope you learned something. Hope this was good. If it was, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Click that follow button for more videos in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.